Start your IAS journey with India's premium IAS coaching institute ALS with 24 years of legacy and 3,000 selections in UPSC till date, including more than 100 from Northeast. Study from best IAS mentors from Delhi face-to-face at ALS MIIT Brooklyn Dhagati. Limited seats only. Batch starts August. To register, call 9402102243.
Ka Samoi ka Baar jong Meghalaya grassroots music program Mgmp kan sanction ha ubnai nailur mentaus nem arajar arpusau hagani ka kenti ka Mgmp ka dei ka program ka balale ta ka sorkar Jylla ban kentiu ya ka sap ka phong ki khun samla hagaliang ka rwai ka siau ka put ka tem habai kran bat kelat pathai Khubor menta ka sngi ka live poetry unaitung arajar arpusau uba underswar u coordinator ka Mgmp season 2 long bagi babon ba ki samla bagi Nongrwai ki bashimi ka kamrai par ka tem ka put kum ka kam basaja ka yo jingmatoy na ka Mgmp mandagasnem ka Mgmp ka layate bat ka Hard Rock Cafe India haga ba ki Nongwai ki Nongtem nagni ki Jylla ki bla shajet haga Hard Rock Cafe India ki nyo ya ka jingkashan ki Mgmp man late tem shakaleng ki Nongba hagri India krang bakin la ban peni shushu ya ka sap ka baki don ban ne sa tang ha kani ki Jylla ulai thu ba ka ladan ru ka kanhun tem ka bla shajet ban late shabar jong ka Jylla ha ka shibnai ka jing penlong ya ka jingtam jingput kan tunai ya ka ars pa sin ai ha keleng ki jaka jong ka Jylla Meghalaya bat kumba rus pa ngut ki Nongtem nongput kin yo panishim benta.
I think first and foremost, I would really like to thank the Shillong Press Club for having given us this time and this date to have this little conference meet. We are the management team of Meghalaya Grassroots Music Project, Season 2. The project started last year in Season 1, and after a tender process, it has come to Opus Productions, and we are the team that is running the Season 2. Season 2 has gone, we are almost through with Season 2 as well. We will be wrapping up a season sometime in September or October. Now, a few reasons why we have called for this press conference. First being that there is an announcement that we would like to make from the management side with regards to the progress of Mgmp Season 2 and the plans that we have installed and the tie-ups that we have made, which will be presented by Jeremy, who's one of our coordinators in the team. After which, as you can see, this is to the press people, you can see that we have a lot of artists here who are part of this conference today. The reason we have specially invited these artists is so that the press fraternity gets an opportunity to interact with these artists personally on a first-hand basis, so that you get a clear picture of how the project has been implemented, what are the pros and cons of the project, how far have we gone ahead, what are the future ideas, their complaints, their, if there are any setbacks that we've had. All these things can be addressed directly, and you can talk to these artists directly, say, give or take, when we are having tea or after the conference is over. It's literally shut down. We all have friends. I think my friends from the music scene will agree with me on this. We do have friends who are full-time musicians who depend completely on just performing. I personally have, so many friends who depend on the music industry. And when COVID happened, it really was like, a blow to their source of income. So this scheme stepping in with Season 1 and then we pushed it over to Season 2 has really opened up doors and avenues and a regular source of income for these artists, which is why it's very important that you guys are here today. Now, that being said and done, I'd like to hand it over to Baar Jeremy here. He will tell you of a certain tie-up that we've had recently. We are looking at a number of anywhere between 170 to 200 shows every month, all over Meghalaya, excluding Garo Hills. We don't have the figures for Garo Hills because there's a separate team for Garo Hills altogether. But just in the areas that we operate, we handle about 170 to 200 shows, depending on whether there are events or special days. For example, if it's a World Music Day, then we'll have more shows. If it's a World Environment Day, we'll have more shows. So it is important to understand that if we're doing about 200 shows, so just give or take, say per show, per band, let's take a bare minimum of 3 people in one act. So we're looking at an average of somewhere around 600 artists that we rotate, manage, and we promote every month. So that brings me to the point where I think one of the reasons why we are having this is also to address the complaints that have been on social media recently about certain artists not getting shows, then shows getting cancelled. Then there's been a lot of backlash on social media regarding these particular issues.
Over here right now is that MGMP is tying up with Hard Rock Cafe India. So if the artists are selected by Hard Rock Cafe, MGMP will be supporting their whole journey towards a tour, an actual tour at a few of these Hard Rock cafes at different cities in India. And we from MGMP have been doing a lot of shows, and we've seen a lot of progress in the quality of the artists. Some of the artists are mind blowing, some of the artists have really, really good potential to go out there. I would say even to an international standard. And with that, we want to push them forward towards getting to that goal, because we don't want them to get stuck in Shillong and just playing shows the same way that they have always been doing. We want them to have an experience of playing to a different crowd, a different place, and what better way is there than playing at Hard Rock Cafe, which is a very reputed brand. And what we've done is we've tied up with Hard Rock Cafe. One of the guys at Hard Rock Cafe, his name is Rakesh Joshi. He's the one in charge of the event. So he has given us a few dates on the calendar, and starting this Friday, we've actually started the project, and the first band that's going as part of this initiative is Thunder's Cave. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the band.
A round of applause.
Huge round of applause. Terrific. Chennai, Hard Rock, and then right after that they move on to Bangalore on the third. So that should be the kind of news that should drive all our artists to that stage where they'll be like, oh, I will also have that chance. I will also have that opportunity to go out and play outside of this state and represent this state and show the people of India that we are also not kidding around when it comes to music. We have music in our souls, and we have a message to tell, and that's why we encourage all of our musicians to keep at it with perfecting your craft, keep at it with writing your own songs, writing your own original music, and the work will show. The work will give you results, and not just the shows over here in Shillong, but from the very small shows of doing busking shows to cafe shows to special gigs, all the way to shows in hard rock. And who knows, maybe after Hard Rock India, we might even get the chance to tie up with Hard Rock Southeast Asia, which would be a huge plus considering their openness to Western music as compared to mainland India. If you guys have been following, there's a lot of South Asian bands that are amazing, that are doing the same things that we're doing over here. They have a very good sense of music and a good sense of style, especially when it comes to Western music, which is what most of the musicians here in Shillong are, doing. And yeah, so with that, I would also like to add that the selection process for this, it starts off with the band having enough artists that have registered and that have been given shows, are around the figure of 600 plus. That is on the registered artists. But there are also artists who are not on the online registration, and these artists have registered through texts, calls, WhatsApp, and if we add these artists also, I'd say the figure would be close to 900, 800 to 900 artists. So yeah, so that should give you that
That
idea.
is for just this season, season two. We're not counting that over season one. We're just giving figures of season two.